This is a single panoramic image showing the complete evolution of motorcycles from the very first models all the way to the latest. Electric bikes arranged from left to right in chronological order. On the far left, we have a late 19th century wooden frame steam-powered motorcycle with spoked wheels, a manual crank and sepia tones. Next to it, we have an early 1900s steel-frame single-cylinder bike with a chain drive and a vintage rider. Moving on, we get a motorcycle from the 1920s with an Art Deco style, some chrome, leather saddlebags, and a very stylish rider. Next, we have a 1930s military motorcycle painted in a matte green with a sidecar. Then, a 1950s bike in a bright red cafe racer style. After that, a 1970s Japanese classic with colorful stripes. Then, an 80s sport bike with neon fairings next to it. A 1990s bike, large cruiser with lots of chrome. Picture a 2010s bike street with LED headlights. And on the far right, a 2020s futuristic electric motorcycle with a sleek aerodynamic design, hubless wheels, and glowing LED strips. All the bikes are parked in a continuous outdoor scene. The background changes from old rural roads on the left to a clean futuristic cityscape on the right. Now let's take a closer look at each scene and bike. Starting on the left, we see a man wearing goggles and a leather jacket sitting on a wooden framed motorcycle with a low seat. He is holding a wrench in his right hand and a length of hose in his left. The bike has large spoked wheels and a rear brake. The road is dirt and the surroundings are rustic. A wooden sign points to a gas station and a blacksmith shop. The rider's face is partially obscured by his helmet, but he seems determined as he prepares to embark on his journey. Moving to the right, we find a man in a leather jacket riding a motorcycle with a single-cylinder engine exposed at the top. The motorbike has a steel frame and a long seat. The rider's right hand grips the throttle while his left hand controls the front brake. He wears goggles that protect his eyes from the wind and debris. The road is paved and lined with trees. The rider's face is turned to the right and he has a focused expression. Next, we come across a couple on a 1920s style motorcycle. The next scene shows a military motorcycle painted in a matte green. Then we see a biker on a red motorcycle with a small fairing, high handlebars, and a low seat. In the next scene, we find a Japanese motorcycle from the 1970s. The motorbike has a round headlight, a low-slung seat, and a pair of chrome exhaust pipes. The rider wears a leather jacket and a helmet with a peak. Moving on, we come across a sport bike from the 1980s. Next, we encounter a cruiser from the 1990s. The motorcycle has a V-twin engine with a shaft drive. Then we come across a street bike from the 2010s. The motorbike has a large front brake disc, a small fairing, and LED headlights. The motorcycle has a 4-stroke engine with a 6-speed gearbox. And finally, we arrive at a futuristic electric motorcycle from the 2020s. The motorbike has a sleek aerodynamic design, a single seat, and glowing LED strips. The motorcycle has an electric motor with a lithium-ion battery. Each bike represents a different era and style of motorcycle from the early days of motorcycling to the present day. It was shot on a curved road that leads into the future, symbolizing the evolution of motorcycles over time. If you like this video, please leave a comment below. Thank you for watching.